What are some video games you wish you could experience again for the very first time? I love BioShock Infinite. Playing through that game for the very first time was such a treat. I loved the chemistry between Booker DeWitt and Elizabeth, and I was so invested in their story that I played through the entire game in 2 sittings, and nothing could have prepared me for that mind-bender of an ending. I miss Lee. This was my introduction to interactive story games, and it made me an instant fan of the genre. Lee and Clementine are one of the best duos in gaming, and this is such a heartbreaking story, but it is brilliantly told. Even if you're not a fan of The Walking Dead, this game is so worth your time. When I played Halo for the very first time, I knew nothing about it. I was at my local EB Games looking for new games to pick up for my new Xbox, and I saw this box with a cool green space guy on it for $8.99, saw that it had 2 players so I could play through it with my brother, and I picked it up. Next thing you know, this franchise was my favorite franchise for years, and every game that released in it was an event for me, all the way up until Halo 5. Experiencing Mass Effect for the very first time gave me a similar feeling to experiencing Star Wars for the very first time. You've got this huge, fascinating galaxy with all of these amazing characters, this amazing music, you've got this brilliant story, and the Mass Effect universe is one of my favorite sci-fi universes ever created. And finally, every story beat in both of the Last of Us games hits so hard for me, even upon replaying these titles. But nothing will ever top experiencing these games for the very first time. Especially with the first game having that intro where I'm sitting there like, this girl looks nothing like the one on the box or in the trailers, and next thing you know, 10 minutes later, I'm misty-eyed and left speechless.